Oh man. What's really good? Family tree. Is everybody in the building with me? Are we live? Are we live? Baby, we lit, baby. We lit. We live, baby. We live. Oh man. Scholar. Gang, 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 gang. Let me know where all my family members are at. Let me know the notification. Let me know if you're here with me by hitting the like. See, yes, there you go. Man, Hassan Yilmaz is in the building. Oh man. All right, we're all here. We're all here. Excellent. Absolutely wonderful. Again, guys, if you want to get in contact with me or get my attention, all you have to do is simply tag Titans TV, drop your question or drop your comment, and I'll do my very best to respond to you ASAP. All right, man. Oh man, content over everything is in the building. Yeah, let's do this. Bilal, Chase, everybody's in the building. Hotep, onto you, my brother. Was good. Yeah. So you know what? Today, actually, I want to speak on white supremacy. I want to talk about white privileges, but I also want to talk about black privileges. Okay, black privileges. Now, I was involved in a very interesting, very interesting conversation, very very interesting conversation. With a couple brothers at Speaker's Corner on Sunday, and I really wanted to just um, give my thoughts on certain things, actually, give my thoughts on certain things, because I know I don't really, I haven't had the opportunity to speak on these things. And these are like my subjects, to be honest with you. These are really my subjects. Black privilege, this better be good. Yeah, of course. Come on now. You know, it's always good. Well, it's good, Robin White. So yeah. So I wanted to actually speak on this because a conversation was being had, and I done my my little interjection and sly remarks, yeah, as jokes. Like I always bust up my little jokes, but sometimes within every one of my jokes, there is always like a little half truth in there. I think I really do believe that. I really do believe that. So I was talking about white privileges. What is that? Who is that? I never heard of it. I know about black privileges. I know I benefit of black privileges every single day. White privilege, I don't know about it. Now that's a very ignorant statement, but very enlightening statement if you dig. All right, it's very enlightening statement if you dig, but it's a very ignorant statement if you half dig. And what I mean by that is, let's not be fooled. Let's not, pretend as though there isn't certain things such as white supremacy or Arab supremacy or black supremacy running rampant throughout the world. Okay, in various different parts of the world, depending upon the dominant society, you do have these supremacy ideologies that are flowing through people's veins. So I'm not going to be ignorant saying no, that doesn't exist and so forth. I'm not going to talk about like certain privileges doesn't exist for certain people. Somebody else also argued that whilst we're living in the UK, we are receiving British privileges. Once you got that that passport, that red passport right there, yeah, it does absolute wonders in the world. So let's not get twisted that we over here, even though we may be migrants or we may be minorities or whatever the case is, yeah, we do have some form of benefits that other nations and other societies don't really have. All right, so let's just key into that. But I wanted to talk about why I don't really believe in white supremacy. Actually, I really don't believe in white supremacy. I don't believe in all of these other forms of supremacy. Not to say that they don't exist. I'm just saying I don't actually believe in them or buy into these types of concepts. I personally feel as though that a lot of these concepts are actually perpetuate a victim mentality. A lot of victim mentality gets perpetuated with these types of ideas that's been pumped throughout various different conscious communities. And I'm like, fam, I hear what you guys are saying. Don't ever get it twisted, Don't ever get this ish twisted. But me personally, I like to remove myself. Like I 100% remove myself, yeah. And I know this is gonna sound mad crazy to a lot of people, yeah, a lot of mad crazy to a lot of people, but I've removed myself. I've removed myself like years ago from black culture. Okay, I've removed myself from black culture. You're not gonna lose your minds when I say certain words. Yeah, I know these are little trigger phrases that's gonna help you to lose your minds and help you to hopefully to be a bit more thought provoking. All right, I've removed myself from black culture because I personally realize that it is a very detrimental culture, very detrimental culture. And we can get into that a little bit later on, but it's very, very detrimental. And I've created for myself a little bubble. I've created for myself a bubble, 100%, 100%. So you can call me all the names underneath the sun, but I'm going to tell you straight up and down, I've created my own little bubble. Okay. And within inside of that little bubble itself, I have architect my own reality. All right. I've architected my own reality. Now, like this architecture of my reality has been in operation since I was a very, very young child. Um, and it was only till I went into university when my teachers actually taught us to be conscious creators of culture. Okay, they taught us to be conscious creators of culture, and the reason why we need to be conscious creators of culture is because culture is a design system for a person to interpret their reality and react or to do something with inside of their reality. And that being said, our culture as black culture in general has actually not been designed purposefully or consciously by black or African people itself. It hasn't been designed by us. Okay. It's actually been designed by other people. Okay. And that, design has taken place via, the transatlantic slave the transatlantic slave operation, should I say? The breeding of the Negro, the breeding of the Niger, whether you're in America, whether you're in the Caribbean, or wherever, South America, whatever the case is, yeah, we have literally been bred into a slave culture. And a lot of us don't even realize that we're still suffering and we're still part and we're still buying into that slave culture up until this very day. Some people will talk about post-traumatic slave syndrome and all these other things here, and some people like don't even have a clue about it. But it's so absolutely real. I see it every single day. As I walk out on the street, as I look, via YouTube, as I, socialize with people, I can see that slave mentality in operation. And I'm like, fam, it is disgusting. It's just a culture of of a victim mentality. It's a culture of being traumatized. It's a culture of deprivation. It's a culture of poverty. It's a culture of self-hatred. It's a nasty, nasty culture. I'm gonna be real with you. It's very nasty. So I've spotted that from a long time ago. I spotted that from a long time ago. And a lot of people, again, have spotted this. And a lot of them now buy into other cultures. So you see, for example, some of my black brothers, they now, say, I want to now leave my culture, whatever I've been grew up into, and I want to adopt. And we start to adapt certain maladaptations, such as we now go into other people's cultures. We now embrace, for example, the Arab culture when we adopt Islam. We now embrace or adopt the Christian culture or the European culture when we adopt Christianity, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Like we subconsciously know that there's actually something wrong with our own culture. Okay. And instead of us actually diagnosing that there is something wrong with black culture in general, instead of us diagnosing that, what do? We simply run into somebody else's arms, into somebody else's culture, and think that is going to actually solve our problems. And truth be told, that's not going to solve our problems at all. All right. What we actually do need to do is really sit down, really analyze what is going on inside of our own culture. We can see that there is loads of stabbings going on. We can see that there is a lot of underage pregnancies going on. We can see that we're suffering in poverty. We can see that we're dying of diabetes and high blood pressures and whatever else there is. There's abuse in families and so forth and so forth. There's so many things. We're now suffering from body dysmorphia. We're suffering from so many different things, like mad different illnesses and ailments. And instead of us to actually just like realize, hold on, we have a problem. Some of us run away from the problem. Some of us close our eyes to the problem. And some of us, I hope, okay, now start saying, fam, there is a problem. There is actually a problem. And some of us, I hope, are actually problem solvers. We can see that there is a problem. And now we try to actually fix that problem. And me personally, and that's why I say I don't buy into a lot of these things. And I'm going to say things that are very provocative. And I'm going to say a lot of things that are going to make you say, coon, 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 and all these different things here, yeah? But I'm saying these things to hopefully it just kind of wakens your mind up to be like, hold on, I spot the same thing too. But what are you doing about it? So me, myself, I personally remove myself from society in that respect. I remove myself from black culture. And I try my very best to continue to do this consciously. Okay. And I find solutions for all of these problems. I try my very best to find solutions. So when people are talking about this white privileges, I'm like, hold on, fam. Let's see. Let's see. I don't want to think about white privilege. I want to think about black privileges. how can I use the fact that I'm black? You know, in ways there, since people seem to, look at you based upon your phenotype. You know, in ways there, your phenotype. Yeah, G. You know what I mean? Yeah. Goddamn, you handsome. You're a handsome brother. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So people tend to view you based upon your phenotype. So I always think to myself, how can I use my phenotype for my advantage? How can I best use my phenotype? You know, anyways, there. What privileges can I, graduate with having black privileges? You know, anyways, there. But that's another story. I'll talk about that another time. Another time. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I receive black privileges all day long, but that's just the state of mind that I try to place myself into. And then I see other things like when I'm like growing up in school, yeah, growing up in school. And I realized, and I said to myself, there's no way I'm going to be teaching my child, yeah, or my children to come, yeah, like anything such as slavery. Again, I don't know if you're going to say, you cooning. No, 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 no. People don't realize, yeah, that has to be one of the most traumatic, um, what's the word? Demoralizing, decapitulating. I don't even know whatever the word is. Like, just it literally cripples you for a hot second. For those of you guys who know about this, yeah, when you actually watch Roots when you was younger, like who remember watching Roots when you was younger? Was you not there with me? Was you not there with me? That there, yeah. Ay, my goodness. That there hurt my heart for a hot second. Yeah, that hurt my heart for a hot second. And secondly, do you know how that, makes as a black man, how do you view, or black woman, okay, or black girl, black boy, how do you now view people from the white race, like, or the European race, or the Caucasian race? Like, how do you view those people after watching a movie like that? After watching a documentary like that, it's all peak, fam. It's all peak, and this is where we start to have like, what's the word? Racialized emotions. We start to, have these racialized emotions. And I said to myself, hold on. Secretly, yeah, this thing here, yeah, nah. Like I'm pre-in game right now. I can see that there is little things here that's in operation within inside of British society, inside of other societies as well, yeah, that help to literally cripple us as black people. It helps to demoralize us as black people. It helps us to have racial emotions as black people. It helps us to, how can I think? What else does it do? As a black person, what does having Black History Month and things like that help to do? It helps to re-indoctrinate one into that slave mentality and that victim mentality. That's what it does. And it also does other things to white people as well, because white people now feel as though like, bro, like we did this, oh sugar, I feel shame, I feel this, I feel like it does a lot of things to a lot of people. It really racializes a lot of our emotions and our outlook in life. It does a hell of a lot of things. And I said to myself, hell no, how can I, as a conscious individual, yeah, teach black history, or teach that the foundation of one's origins is in captivity, enslavement, torture? How can I do that? What does that make you like as a human being? If that's the foundation of your self conceptualization, like, what is that going to breed? What is that going to produce? That's mad, bruv. That's mad. Just think about it for a hot second, Um, who was it? Martin Luther King. No, not Martin Luther King. Sorry. Marcus Garvey says, a tree without roots is like a people without a history. It's completely dead. So if your history or your roots starts off in slavery, what is going to be the stem, the branches, the flowers of that type of mentality? I said, hell no to that. Hell no to that. I completely scrapped that as my origin story. I said, hell no, you're not going to teach me that as my origin story. And I will never teach my children that as an original story. You dig what I'm saying? But a lot of times when I say talk like this, yeah, I get a lot of slack because people are not up to that level. And I say to you, boy, like, oh, okay, what do you think? I said, fam, man, God, rude, boy. You know the way it's there. Like, a lot of people think I'm talking like mad egotistical or mad arrogant. And maybe I am, yeah. But I rather have my origin story here in knowing that I am the creator of my own destiny, the captain of my own ship. I'm an internal locus individual. Like I run the world. You dig what I'm saying? The world is a product of my own imagination rather than me being a product of my environment. I ain't gonna, no way, I ain't gonna succumb to that, fam. I ain't succumbing to that. Listen, may have no white God. Don't teach me anything wrong. Can a white God save me from white man oppression? No way. No way. Stop that, fam. Stop that. And even the whole black supremacist ideology as well. Like in Kemet, okay, in Kemet, just real quickly, in Kemet, yeah, we have and I talk about this already. I talk about the Kafirs. I talk about capturing them by their forelock and all these things here, and chopping off their necks with a kapesh and all them things there. This is all symbology we have literally on the temple walls, okay, of ancient Kemet. We have these types of symbology, and in modern day sense, we have a European man being caught by his hair. We've got a Asiatic man being caught by his hair, and we have a Negroid black African man being caught by his head. Okay, and what we're trying to do, okay, is cut off the head of the Hydra, cut off the head of Isfet. All right, and it's not something that is literal; it's something that's symbolic. That a lot of these, white supremacy, we need to cut that mentality away from our own way of living. We need to cut off the head of Asiatic supremacy from our way of living. We need to cut off the head of, black supremacy from our way of living, or tribalism from our way of living. Like, cut that off straight away. G, I'm doing that Drake hands right now. Cut that issue away. It's not productive to us as black people. It's not productive to us as European people. It's not productive to us as Asiatic people, etc., etc., etc. It's really not productive. It's really not productive. And also, like, we usually get caught up in black and white and Asian and all that. I'm like, fam, like, I don't even have time for all of that. I really don't. I really don't. Fair enough. Yeah, I do see, we're phenotypically different from each other. Okay? We're phenotypically different from each other. But my mind frame is this, yeah, because I don't have that supremacy ideology. But fam, didn't you just say you was God? Yeah, I said I'm God, but I also think that every single human being out there is a manifestation of the divine. So I don't get it. You dig what I'm saying? I even think that insects, something so lowly as insects, are manifestations of the divine. You would never catch me like swatting a fly or killing a bee or squashing a spider, all them things there, bruv. If I catch them in my house, I catch them in my house and I put them outside. Like, I see the beauty and the wonder of the world, like. So I'm like, hell no, miss me all of that racial stuff. Like, I don't even see that. I understand that people have these hang-ups. Don't ever get that age twisted. But I refuse. I refuse for my lens to be racialized. I refuse for me to only see things in black and white. I can't do it, fam. I can't do it. Like, miss me with all of that. Like, miss me all of that. I've seen the most devilish of black people, and I've seen the most angelic of white people. I've seen the most godly of black people and the most devilish of white people or Asiatic people, so forth, so forth. I've seen it all. Like, I can't have them racial hang-ups, bruv. I just judge people based upon who they are as an individual and the characteristics that they display. Like, I can't do what you lot do. Miss me, I'm sorry. I can't do it, innit, yeah? So anyways, so yeah, black supremacy, sorry, white supremacy, black privileges and so forth. Yeah, like white supremacy, like, I think we should start. I really do, I honestly do think, as black people who, I'm speaking to black people right now, as black people who are awoke and conscious, all right, is good. Like, that is like a stepping stone to learn certain things. But after a while, like, we need to put that issue away. Like, all right, cool. I realize that we're in a certain system. Like, I realize that 100%. I realized that the country is populated by over 90% of, so-called white people or Caucasian people or English, Scottish, Welsh, Irish people. I 100% acknowledge that. I 100% acknowledge that they're the dominant members of society. So them being the dominant members of society, their ideals will definitely be priority and be pushed in the mainstream, right? That's just it. That's calm. I understand that. I'm not gonna have a hang up about it. I'm not gonna hate you because of that fact. I'm not gonna do all of those things there. I'm gonna appreciate you for who you are, but I'm also gonna appreciate me for who I am and the beauties that I have inside of myself and the beauties that my phenotypical associates or members of my ethnic group has. And I'm gonna love that just as much, if not more, because I gotta love myself first. Oh man. But anyways, I'm talking too much. Let me actually see what's going on now. Callum sold his soul to the white man. Yeah, fam. That's what I heard, That's word on road. That's word on road. And you know why that's word on road? It's because I don't actually accept um, you know, the the madness that black culture tries to teach. I don't allow myself to be influenced by those types of teachings. I can't do it, fam. I can't do it. And that's why I can never be part of some of you guys, because I just can't do it. Because I see what it produces in a lot of you guys. I already started talking about this already. The crabs in the barrel mentality. I already seen it. Some of you guys got narcissistic tendencies. You don't want to feel special. Yeah, I feel you. You dig what I'm saying? I feel you 100%. A lot of you guys don't even understand yet that you lot are suffering from mental illnesses that have been passed down from generations to generations. You lot have been abused from generations to generations, and you lot want to inculcate this and teach this to my offsprings and my generations and the generations that they're gonna produce. Hell no, fam. Hell no. Hell no. I remember, yeah, catching myself. Like as a youth, yeah, I remember we used to be like baddens. We used to be mad baddens, yeah. And we was always being chased by police for some strange reason. Like always. Man were feeling like victimized, like, yeah, I'm being harassed by police and so forth. And then, Tuesday, I started to, I started picking up some of my mother's books. She had a bookshelf right there. So I started reading. I started reading Hard Body. And I was like, hold on, hold on. You're telling me if I could switch the way I think, yeah, or the way I view the world, yeah, the world will treat me differently? Let me try that. Let me try that for a hot second. Let me try that for a hot second. The way, yeah, I've done certain things in my life, yeah. And I'll tell you who the first people to come help me. Bruv, I swear, yeah, I swear to you, yeah. Bruv, I'll be real with you, yeah. I've done some bad stuff in my life, yeah. I wouldn't even say it's bad, yeah. But let's just say I've been in trouble, yeah. And the first people to help me, yeah, whilst I was in trouble was the police itself. Imagine that. Can you imagine that? Yeah, where everybody's got some bad ideology, bro. Yeah, I said, yo, and the police was like, yo, big man, can't do this. I was like, you sure do that? Yeah, yeah, do that. I was like, cool, I done it. I was like, you know what, salute. I got respect for you guys now. I got respect for you guys. Enough times, yeah, like enough times, yeah. Bro, that's why I can't even hate police, because I've changed my mind around on police. Police show man mad love and respect. I'd be real with you. I'd be so real with you. I know this is gonna sound mad coonish as well, yeah. But they show me mad love and respect. I'd be breaking them out of laws, bruv. And they would tell me, yo, alright, calm down with what you're doing, yeah, but you're alright though. I'm like, alright, cool, say nothing. And the wickedest thing is, yeah, my brethren started to see and notice certain things that I did, and I did. Alright, just gonna give you a little update into my life real quickly, yeah. Alright, and Jesus, I used to say I got diplomatic immunity. Now my brethren's 100%, yeah, acknowledged and believed. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, there's one thing. Callum's got diplomatic immunity. I think it's his pop still. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du. There's never been a time, yeah, when man them are in trouble, yeah, that they've used my name and they haven't gotten away from whatever madness that they've gotten away from. And it's all simply because, yeah, they started to believe my hype. They started to believe my hype, yeah, and they started to turn their lives around, yeah, and start thinking the way I started thinking. Police never started becoming a problem for them again in their life. Not once again did they start becoming problems for them in their life. Never. That is stopped 100%. Is a car. Anytime I'm in trouble, brother, I use your name in it. Like there's something special about your name. And I said, no, fam, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just don't do nothing too reckless in my name, though. The only way is there. Like, so I don't know in it. I don't know. I don't know. And then people talking about jobs and stuff like that, yeah. White privileges with jobs. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. That shit does exist. That shit does exist. I've got people here that work, for recruitments, yeah. And they'll tell me, yeah, as soon as I see such and such name, like an African sounding name, I put it to the bottom of the pile. I'm like, wow, like what? Is this what you do? So I understand, like, there is certain things as white privileges that does exist. But for me personally, I'm like, hell no. Hell no. My black privilege tells me like My black privilege is telling me, boy, I'm not gonna say what my black privilege tell me, but my black privilege just opens up the doors for me personally. Like, and that's just simply because I changed my mindset around. I'm like, how does blackness actually can actually help me and benefit me? You know the ways there. You know when you started to have to look into legal legal ramifications, you start looking into ethics, you start looking into the EU regulations and discriminations and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, you know you could do this, right? You know you could do that, right? Hey, yo, I need to stop it. You know, I catch too much joke. You know, I'm high in it. I'm high on life. But yeah, man, I simply think yeah, that we as black people, yeah, need to fix up and start thinking about ways, yeah, we can actually, how can I say, navigate the system and start using our blackness to our advantage. If you believe that there is such a thing called white privilege, white privileges, like start thinking about ways you can utilize the opposite, black privileges, to your advantage. Just start thinking about it. How can it benefit me? How can it actually work in my favor? Right? Like think about it for a hot second. Just be with me and think about it. Oh man. Oh man. The other way is there. Sugar. All right, let me see what's good. What's good though? Callum, you sold your soul to rational thinking. That's the best, bro. Trust me. uh, let's see. What you lot saying though? What you lot saying? Talk to me. Tag Titans TV. Let me look at you lot now. Finally, so nice to hear this, Cal. Bravo, bravo. We all kings and queens. Trust me. Trust me. We really are. Has gone. No, Tomax. Let's not get it twisted. You know, I know you lot. Sometimes yeah, you gotta realize yeah, because all right, this is me read this out. Says here. Tomax says, Callum, the channel has gone downhill. Now we have whites claiming victim, while at the same time telling us not to. Shake my head. All right, like I hear you and I hear your concerns, 100%. Okay, and again, without the risk of sounding too coonish, yeah, like white people are victims as well. You know, let me repeat that again. White people are victims as well. Y'all don't even realize. You lot don't even realize. Even like when we even utilizing terms as whites, all right? Like this is a social construct. Like the term white is a social construct. It's really a social construct. Black is a social construct. And it was created or invented during the time frame of slavery and colonization. All right. Not every so-called white person was even considered white, you know. For example, the Irish at one point wasn't even considered white. These are social constructs that was invented and created for the benefit of slavery and colonization. Like people don't realize that, let me just say, white people are victims too. White people are victims too. And us being, so pro black or conscious black folks, like we need to stop just simply thinking about, sorry, hay fever, simply thinking about ourselves as we are the only ones that have been affected by a system. No, like other people have been affected by that system as well. And the sooner that we become universal in our approach, like we can't just, if there's a problem, we can't just fix one side of the problem without fixing the other side. We need to fix both sides of the problem for us to all progress in this world. Trust me, white people are traumatized as well. White people are suffering from victim mentality as well. Trust me on that. Like, think about it for a hot second. Like, even like just the use of the Roots film that I was talking about. Unfortunately, you're not white, so you may not get it. But imagine yourself like looking at white people torturing black people. Look at it. You being little Jimmy and you're seeing Tyrone and Shaniqua, like your little, black friends, you're seeing them. You're actually internalizing them into the characters on the screen. And you're seeing yourself as those characters, as the villain, beating and whipping and brutalizing and castrating and doing all the madness like to black people. You're like, raw fam. That's gonna traumatize you as well, That's gonna traumatize you as well. And the way that the media portrays certain black people, and one of the things there, like you start having racialized emotions as well. Like you see a big black person as being scary, and you got fear in your heart, and one of the things there, and someone says nigrophobia, like these things are real. Like we're all suffering from trauma. We're all trauma patients. We're all suffering from mental illnesses, but we don't even know it. White people are going through body dysmorphia as well. Like you see them, they're getting like the big lips. They're going to get the tanning. Like they're literally going to tan, putting UV rays onto their skin, or going sunbathing, fully well knowing that these UV rays have cancer producing produce cancer basically. Allow me, I'm all bummed up right now, hay fever. Like fully well knowing these things, like they're getting the butt shot, like the butt implants and all things there, like fully well like trust me, we're all suffering inside, we're all suffering mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and culturally. But who cares? Who cares? Who cares, innit? Who cares? Who cares? Bum the white man. Bum the white man. He enslaved us for 400 years. Bum the white man. Too funny. All right. To Yeah, trust me. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Only. Wait, got Let's see, Kalam, what do you think of? Yeah, it's interesting that to most here you have to be one or the other. If you hold both perspectives in regard, like Kalam, you're somehow a race trader. That's terrible. Jasmine, Kalam, your heart is listen. What you gonna do? Shalom. Let's see. Is a class to the door. I know people who in the UK don't think like phones. Uh-huh. Man says calamity. Yeah, fam. I'm about to bring calamity on all your heads. Yo, the British working class were literally slaves. Yeah, trust me. I was watching a documentary on slavery, and it was kind of crazy how, the white, I'm gonna do this again, the white working class, was worse off than slaves in the Caribbean. The white working class in the UK were worse off than the slaves in the Americas and so forth. And I was like, rah, that just that's a different perspective. That's a different perspective. That's a mad different perspective. But it's not that black people should be comparing themselves to white working class people, because black people should be comparing themselves to indigenous African people and how they were treated. And you realize that, raw, like, fam, I don't care about how the white man was. Like, in that respect, I care about me being enslaved, taken, ripped off from my land and gone over to somewhere. I don't care. I don't care about that. It shouldn't be your concern. But it's mad to see, the comparisons of what was going on. Like white people, again, white people were being captured and enslaved on British soil and shipped off to the Americas. It's all crazy. There's a lot of history that we don't even know about. A lot. Let's see. Let's see. Du-du-du-du-du. And then see, there you go. So Respect says here, I'm gonna have to do a show and rename him Calamity. And again, there you go. You got somebody there who's suffering from like post-traumatic slave syndrome. Like you got somebody there suffering, like suffering. Is that real? Instead of you, coming on to show support, you come on to denigrate and show disrespect. Like it's all mad. It's all mad. Like how people can do these things. You dig? How people could do these things. Like if you check some of us who have uplifted ourselves away from that type of mentality, you don't see us, trying to attack and belittle other black men. We try our very best not to do it, to the point that other people will call us biased or call us, wrong for not attacking other people who belong to our same race as zealously or fervent as we do to other people in other ideologies. And the reason why we don't do this is because we fully understand that our people are at the bottom of the totem pole, bottom of the barrel. We 100% realize that. People talk about black supremacy. No, we realize that our people are suffering right now. They're suffering from inferiority complexes. They need some superiority complex. They need that as a way to balance it out. Truth be told, they actually do need that as a way to balance it out. But it's all sad. It's all sad. Let's quickly see. Let's see. Asian people are considered inferior in all the rest of the world, or least desirable. Okay. Sometimes don't delete okay, again, family, don't delete people. If you're gonna put them on timeout, put them on timeout, but don't delete their comments. I want to see what they're writing. I want to see personally. Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do. You know me, I'm here to trigger people all day long. Kalam representing a balanced, harmonized paradigm rather than falling prey to polarized theatrics, of course. I've just tuned in. Is this title a joke or not? Nah, it's real. I like it. See, I told you. Told you. I say stuff here that's going to provoke you guys like, triggered. What? 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 We right here. 100%. That's good. I'm trying to capture you first with your emotions, and I'm only interested in intelligent people. So your emotions should get you onto the page, but your intelligence should listen to the words that I'm saying and weigh out in your head. But some of you guys are not intelligent. You'll always see the title, run off your emotions, and then I don't even know what you will do after that. But I love it though. But black people were part of the stock exchange. We was a share. Let's see. Do-do-do-do. Cannons for Asian people. Okay, Caleb. What do you think are uh, um again, I told you, like certain people in our community have racialized emotions, whether they like to admit it or not. Whether they like to admit it or not, they're actually suffering from racial prejudices. Whether they like to admit it or not, they're actually suffering. They're suffering. And I understand it. I know it. I can spot it. I can diagnose it. It's just up for them whether they're ready to heal. It's that real. Um, yeah, brother. Let's see. Uh, yeah. Uh, let's quickly see. I said it's Drake Black. If he claims to be, religion isn't helping, but it works for keeping the masses going crazy with each other. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I just see pure deleted messages, man. I'll be, man. I want to see what you lot are writing. You must have heard of the VNC. Let's see. Oh yeah. Hey, yo, you lot vote for me, Sarnetta TV Awards, baby. Sarnetta TV Awards. If you lot haven't already, please go and vote for me. Yeah, vote for me. There's like 26 categories of nominations that's up. All right. And out of the 26 categories, all right, Titans TV, a UK based YouTube channel, has been nominated for an award. We've been nominated for an award. Okay, this is an international award over in America. We've been nominated. All right, and guess what it's for? Being the best YouTube information channel. Haha, yeah. So yeah, that's what we've been nominated for. So I would love for you guys to go over there and vote for us to win. Vote for us to win. It'll be wonderful to see us as the family going out there and picking up that award and bringing it back home to the UK and allowing everybody to know over in the US. Like, of course, they know us already in the US. I'm not going to front to you. I've been out there already, but it'd be good for both communities to kind of link up, like 100% link up, and we could do greater things as well. So yeah, please go and vote. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, let's see. All right, let me go down to the to the bottom so that I can see what you lot are writing fresh. Sugar. Man, the man rate is gone wild. Okay, gang, I didn't. It was another mod still. If I don't, if you would be, okay. Yo, bro, do a show tonight and invite respect. um, yeah. Gonna shine, gonna shine, gonna shine, gonna shine. Kalam, intelligence in terms of IQ is actually inferior to EQ. Um, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right, let's see. All right, I'm trying to get to the bottom. Yeah, let me get straight to the bottom. So if you're posting up stuff now, I can read it. All right. So if you're not posting right now, okay, there you go. So we got Omawali says, "What's your opinion on whether the first people to inhabit and populate the Americas were Africans?" I haven't done enough research on it, to be honest with you, but I'm pretty much sure that it was the Africans and the like Mongoloids, i.e., Chinese-ish looking phenotypes that did first walk over, or even yeah, walked over to the Americas, or even rode over to the Americas as well. But I haven't done enough research on it to give you a proper answer. Okay, Gang Unite says he'll have to get caught at the corner. Okay, respects everyone's way of life. Wait, beyond that, who do you pray to? I pray to the God in my heart. Let's see. Respect. Can I drop the hangout link? No hangout link. Sorry, I'm just here. Do a show with respect to intelligently discuss what the issues are. What issues? I don't get it. Like, what are you lot talking about? I don't know. I've missed like I see enough of his comments have been deleted. So family, the moderators who's been deleting comments, allowed deleting the comments. I want to see what people are posting up. You dig? And don't block them. If you've blocked people, like don't block people, please. The only thing that I say to you guys to do is to put somebody on timeout, unless I say to you guys, yo, block this person. But don't block anybody. Yeah. So what is it? And yeah, believing yet. Okay, so we got here Kokab Tafari. Tries to be insultive, but did you lot figure out what you're believing? Yeah, we told you, gay. Like, how many times we've done like a video called Comedic Creed? We've done like at least two or three of these videos, and we tell you guys like the first thing is we do not deal with beliefs. We don't. Like rule one, principle number one, it's gnosis. The only thing we deal with is knowledge, things that could actually be proven. That's all we deal with. So unfortunately, we don't have no belief to give you a belief. It's like when you not tell us, oh, what do you not believe in? It's like asking the question of, oh, what is it that you don't know, but you want to pretend and profess that you do know? What you're asking me to do is to lie to you. I can't lie to you. We don't have any beliefs, fam. We really don't. Well, I know I don't. Someone blocked or put respect on timeout and hence the trouble. Oh, okay, snap. I see it. Yeah. If you lot done that, please don't do that. You can put him on timeout, but don't block him. Don't do that. Let's see. I'm actually gonna go on my computer right now just to see if you lot really have blocked him. Ooh, easy. Brick girl in the building. What's good? Hey, kind of question. Race-based ideologies are obviously disastrous. That's across the board. So, in the black community, what values and morals would you instill in youth to set them up for success? Who? What values? What values? Let's see. Let's see. The first value I think I would instill in them is divinity. Yeah, divinity. So with divinity is to view yourself so you can have a high self-esteem. So view yourself as being divine. View yourself as being the highest thing in existence. And in that being the case, also view your fellow man as being divine, being the highest thing in existence. In that way, you will respect everybody around you. Imagine if you viewed everybody around you as God, or you viewed everybody around you as your mother or as your family. It's going to be very hard for you to pick up a knife or gun or anything to actually harm, hurt, or injure or remove somebody's life. Like, it's going to be very difficult. So I think that's the first thing to teach is, divinity, i.e., family and unity, like, and love. Like, all of these things here are just the one and the same. Just one and the same is divinity, but it's all encapsulated under family, unity, and love. Um, do 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 do. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, but said Gnosis is Luciferian light. I'm pretty sure, like Yahshua HaMashiach said, "Ye shall know the truth." The word there for know or knowledge is gnosis or gnostico. Okay, it's to know something. So, unless your Yahshua is uh, is part of that Luciferian order or conspiracy, I think you need to just calm down on that. Let's see. Cool. All right, man. Like Raspek is back. Let's see. As he's here, let's see if he's got anything of substance to actually type, so I can read out. Okay, Sunday. I may not be around on Sunday, family. So what do you have to say? All right, invite man, or I'll run up on you on Sunday. What do you mean run up on me? Like, usually I'm there every Sunday. Like, there's no running up on me. It's not like you found me. I'm there. Man, I'm trying to do demands like do this or else. Fam, come on, man. You can't give me no demands. Metanoia in gnosis, spiritual mind and action in knowledge. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. Callum, what's your thoughts on people playing identity politics? Yeah, I think you'll already know. I'm not on that. Let's see. Tell your boy, debate me. Debate you on what? Okay, look, respect. I'm actually going to give you some of my time. Yep, I'm giving you some of my time. So post up what you're talking about. Debate me on what? What do you disagree with what I've said so far? Um, kind of. Am I a member of the G Circle? Okay. Okay. G Circle, i.e., the thing that takes place in Speaker's Corner, where everybody gather around in a circle to discuss what's going on in the community. Sometimes I participate in the G Circle. Am I part of the gang fraternity or brotherhood or sisterhood or I don't know matrix? No, I'm not part of that matrix. Why should someone believe your value? Isn't it all subjective? Your values are technically subjective to the person who is in operating the values system, but at the same time, it's objective where everybody can judge or critique or analyze the values. So depends on how you look at it. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Still nothing. All right, Brick Girl says, too late. Liberals have been brainwashed to believe they are the center of the universe and only they matter. Basic social skills and empathy have been lost to a self-important narcissist society. Go on, Brick Girl. Um, okay, respect trying to get a new generation. Here is not Greek. Okay. All right, I'm trying to see what else. All right. So is there again, like if you don't want to debate me, what is the topic that you don't disagree with me? Like what is it that I've said that you disagree with? Or what is it that you want to push forward? Can't be giving everybody a platform without nothing of substance to actually give. Um, let's see. Let's watch. So one says, squash this, apologize and done this. Don't do it, man. Sometimes yeah, I'm like bewildered. I don't even understand like what are you talking about? Like squash what? What's going on? What is the drama? I see everybody hyping in the comment section. I'm thinking like, what the hell is the drama? Apologize? Who's done something wrong? I don't know what you're talking about. Like educate me, family. Educate me. Sometimes I'm naive, so educate me. Um, okay, so If you don't think I'm purposefully not letting respect on, I'm not. I'm on my phone right now. For those of you guys who know about YouTube Live, once you're on your phone, it's just a one-way stream. Okay, it's only when you see the little, Google Plus Hangouts in the on the top left-hand side or whatever the same case is. You know that's something where you could invite people in via a link. It's not here. You can't do that. Okay, so please stop asking me to put people in. Um, Respect can't touch in the debate. Kalam is such a different person. All right. Um, Kalam inspired the G Circle. Polaroma. Generally refers to totality of divine powers. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. Let's put some money up. Okay. Anyways, I think I'm going to be coming off in a little while because I don't see anything on here that is of substance. Again, I'm going to say again, if you want, okay, respect. Let me speak to you right now. Let me speak to you right now. Respect. If you want to debate me, all right. If you want to debate me, what I'm going to ask you to do is put up the topic. What is it that you want to debate me on? What is it that you think I'm saying that's false? And what is it that you think you're saying that's true? So simple. That's one little sentence, one line. Like, that's it. Just put that up so I can understand what the hype is all about. Otherwise, it's just talk for talk's sake, right? Has to be. Um, let's see. White supremacy any different the result of any other type of supremacy? Okay, can you give us any clues on the next debate lined up with Black Eyes TV? Not as of yet. Not as of yet. Not as of yet. I can't do that yet. When it's all good and done, that's when I can give you some extra stuff. Uh, I don't want to debate you. I just want to chat. That's how I say. Sometimes it's just that simple. Must we be in conflict? Let's see. That's really, everybody has different ways to judge value. So why should anyone go under your value umbrella? Why you even invite someone on your subject value unless you think it's objective? Okay, so I don't tell people to come and join me like my way is the only way and the best way and so forth. I simply tell you this is what's working for myself, and I think, and I can tell you what's not working for when I talk about black people, black culture in general. I can tell you what's not working. All right, if we can see that there is something not working and there is a problem, and we can identify the problem, and I can give you a solution. It's up to you to take that solution or not. I'm not going to force feed you the medicine. Callum, you believe everyone is divine, and if it's not a belief, prove it for me with a source, since that your line of thinking. Yeah. So every single one of us, when I talk about divine, it's something that goes back to the base, something that is base and sacred. What I mean by base and sacred is something that is unbegotten, something that cannot be created nor destroyed. Okay, it's a substance of every single thing. Most people call this divine or God. All right. So I'm saying to you, we're all made up of energy. That energy is 100% divine. And we need to hold it in a sacred light. All right. So when I say that we're divine, I'm simply saying that we are in the offspring or the construction of energy coming into fruition. We're the manifestation of energy. And this energy has provided you with an absolutely handsome looking man right now with intelligence and a good moral system. So thenceforth, I'm a very divine being. And you yourself is a very divine being, whether you choose to admit it or not. But I don't care. You don't need to admit it. You don't need to say it. You don't need to opt into being divine. I'm simply saying this is my own way of looking at the world. I like to look at the world as everybody is divine. Everything in this world is divine. I've got that pedantheist outlook of the world. So everything I'm going to treat with a high regard and respect and love and devotion. You dig what I'm saying? I don't need to know you to know that you're my brother. I don't need to know you to know, say that I'm going to treat you with love and treat you with respect. I don't need to know you to do that. I just simply have that inside of me based upon my value system. You don't need to adopt this value system. It's my value system. If you choose to, you choose to. It's not religion out here. All right, let's see. Don't worry. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, baby. Hit the like button. What you lot doing? Hit the like button. Go on, have him in the debate. Okay. Let's see. Tell Yeshua the way, the truth, and the light. Come on, G. You already know that Yeshua is the way, the truth, and the light. You don't need to ask me that. God damn. Um, Yep. Callum switch. Okay. So respect, before you make a fool of yourself, please go and watch the video from the beginning. Go watch the video from the beginning. I told you a lot of times we're jumping off emotions and not actually checking the context of what's being stated. So go watch the video from the beginning and then see what I said, whether white supremacy exists or doesn't exist. Okay? And I quite clearly says, yes, white supremacy 100% does exist. So if you want to debate me, does white supremacy exist? Yes, white supremacy exists. I said, for me, white supremacy does not exist. Not to say that it doesn't exist in reality. I'm simply saying I've chosen to how can I put it? Take my way as myself, my good self, away from society, create a bubble around myself, and to be a conscious creator of culture. So, if inside of my bubble, I have a way of looking at the world, and I rather not focus on white supremacy, because if I focus on white supremacy, then I'll have to think about black inferiority. And I rather not think of myself being inferior. I rather not buy into this whole conscious vibe of black history and having a origin point in subjugation, an origin point in being emasculated and so forth and so forth. I rather not buy into that. I rather create my own culture. So therefore, these types of concepts as white supremacy does not exist to me in my reality, in my lens of viewing the world. It does not exist to me. Okay? And that needs to be explained a little bit further. In my internal lens, it does not exist to me. We're not saying externally that it's not a reality. I'm saying for me, it does not internally exist for me. And therefore, if it doesn't exist to me, my whole way of operating is completely different from somebody who is inside of a victimized mentality. Okay? But that may just go over a lot of your heads. A lot of your heads, it might be like, whoop, gone, 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 gone. Turban, just gone, way over your heads. All right? Way over your heads. You dig? It's kind of like, when we was younger, we was taught, the love of money is the root of all evil. And I said to myself, yay, yay. When somebody used to say that to me, I used to be like, Tufiako, don't tell me that. I don't hear that. I close my ears to that. That doesn't exist to me. How can the root of all evils be money? So what you're trying to tell me is, if I don't want to be evil, I must be poor, I must be broke. Forget that. Scrap that. I'm not having that in my reality, in my internal reality. I started to have the lack of money is the root of all evil. The actual lack, not having money is the root of all evil. Is the lack of being in poverty is the root of all evil. Because if you don't have any money, you start doing some real shady things for that money. So it's the lack of all money. It's the lack of money that is the root of all evil, rather than having money is the root of all evil, or the love of money is the root of all evil. Nah, scrap that. You see what I'm saying? It's just the way you start to view the world. I'm just telling you, I'm just training you guys or teaching you guys how I trained myself to view the world in a completely different light. I switched my mentality around. I started to create my own culture, the way I view the world for myself. I don't tell you lot to do the same thing. You lot should do the same thing. But I'm not going to tell you, do the same thing as me. You lot are all free individuals. You lot can all make up your own minds. If your way of life is working for you, you ain't got to change. But if your way of life is not working for you, identify there is a problem. That's all. Let's see. Oh no. All right, I've got to stop the stream in a hot second still. Let's see. We royal. We royal. Let's see. At what stage does supremacy become supremacy? Is thought equal to action? Oof, it's good ones. All the people backing. See, look at that. Again, ad hominems. How are you gonna come onto the platform and say everybody who's backing me are racist and they're bigots? That's how we really know that you're mentally defeated. How are you gonna come on and call people? Anyways, forget me. Let me not even talk outside my head. Voice sound kind of shaky. So, again, Sarah talks about this. Like all your people here with all their emotions, like it's not gonna win no argumentation against myself. It's not gonna work. Kind of many people don't understand or trying to understand. You're just trying to be sincere. Yeah, Dick. Callum is saying he influences what he does, not how people define him. There you go. Exactly, Callum. We get you. So how come some dudes are disputing his views of our reality? That's his experience. Earth explaining to those who don't get it. It's just petty. Trust me, they really don't. That is true with money, poverty, with no moral and heritage, and universal law is the root of all evils. Go on. All right, family. I'm gonna leave you guys right now. Uh, I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna go again. If I ain't gonna win, debate me tonight. Again, like you lot can't goad me into a debate. Like it's impossible. Like you lot. So I'm saying we have people who are internal low-key individuals, people who control their environment, and there's other people who are external low-key individuals, i.e., people whose environment control them. So you trying to goad me is you trying to control me into debating you on a topic that you don't even have, or you don't even know what's going on. Like, like I'm not silly. I'm really not silly. Like I told you, I'm God. I create and I control my own reality. All right. So nobody else is gonna create a situation for me to jump into. Nobody's gonna control me. It's not gonna work, family. It's not gonna work. Again, if you don't want to step in the ring with me, bring a topic, bring a point, bring an argumentation. Otherwise, like, sit down, be humble. Lil, Okay, Callum, he doesn't like that your way of thinking is outside the norm. I know. A lot of people are like this still. A lot of people. I've grown up with a lot of people like this, to be honest with you, in my surroundings. A lot of people are generally intimidated by myself. So I'm easy. I already know it. I already understand what's going on. So I'm not going to be goaded into anything. But anyways, it's all love, family. I'm going to leave you guys and I'll catch you guys a little bit later on. I might just do another live stream. But for now, I need to just hold a little meditation and be easy. Yeah. Yeah. One. Peace and love, family. Peace and love.